With interstellar travel being more accessible than ever before, spacefaring civilizations have begun to expand their horizons, exploring wider reaches of the galaxy. New planets containing weird and wonderful life are being discovered every day, bringing with them new opportunities to deepen our understanding of the natural world. In this episode, we will explore a red star system within the Uefert Nebula that is on the verge of radical change. Welcome to an interloper's guide to Gandahar Ni 43. Recently acquired by a Korvax mining corporation, mining operations within this system has expanded to each of its 4 planets. The recent uptick in activity has sparked an evolutionary race within the planet's environments, causing animals to adapt quickly to newly unfamiliar conditions. This is Ratna, the system's tropical planet. It is the last planet in the system to be utilized in mining operations, previously left untouched due to its natural beauty. As we fly over its lush grasslands, we catch a glimpse of a strange, fascinating creature moving gracefully across the vibrant plains. This is the Ambyraroe, a member of the Proticale genus and one of the most unusual creatures on this planet. At first glance, Ambyraroe appears to be a cross between a reptile and an insect, its sleek aerodynamic body covered in scales of iridescent green and white chitin. Despite their size and weight, these creatures are surprisingly agile in the air, darting and swooping in complex movements. This airborne existence ensures that Ambyraroe never overheats, as the ambient air temperature is much cooler than that of the surface. A collection of highly specialized frills running the length of their bodies aids their flight, precisely adjusting to catch the thermal updrafts that rise from the planet's superheated surface. They soar gracefully, constantly surveying the crimson grasslands for the tubers that make up their diet. Collecting these tubers, however, is not without risk. Buried beneath a shallow covering of superheated soil, Ambyraroe must venture from the safety and coolness of the air above to reach their food below. A pair of horn-like protrusions located on the creature's back allows them to quickly root through the soil, gaining access to the tubers within. This task requires a lot of energy, and the creatures work quickly, unable to stand the increased temperatures for long durations of time. Other than groups with developing offspring, Ambyraroe are rarely seen travelling with others of their species, preferring solitude in their endless and dangerous search for food. By exploiting Ambyraroe's insatiable hunger, some of the planet's early settlers managed to tame these wonderful creatures, plying them with tubers to gain their trust over time. As companions, they are extremely loyal and gentle, allowing interlopers to hitch a ride wherever the terrain gets too tough. For wild Ambyraroe, the system's fast-growing mining economy presents new challenges to their survival. Abundant, precious resources of copper and paraffinium found on the planet attract more and more visitors each day, bringing with them new dangers of poaching and pollution. In the short years since mining endeavours began, scientists have already observed a notable change in behaviour within the Ambyraroe population. These once solitary creatures have begun to form loose herds for protection, and have even become uncharacteristically aggressive when approached. Ambyraroe, like many other planet species, has quickly adapted to thrive in an increasingly hostile world. Other planets within the Gandahar Ni system have endured mining activities for much longer, and the adaptations of their native creatures have become less subtle with time. This is Xena, the system's nuclear planet. Despite the extreme radiation, it was the first planet selected for mining, its abundance of natural resources proving useful to later expand operations system-wide. Very little grows here, the toxic soil deterring all but the most stubborn of plant species from taking root. Rolling hillsides of loose rock provide little shelter from the ionizing winds that relentlessly batter and shape the landscape. Once rich, the deposits of copper, silver and uranium have been heavily mined for several decades, causing drastic ecological changes. Damage to the root network of Xena's plant life has resulted in the decimation of several plant species, causing a rapid decrease in their population. Gases released as a byproduct of these mining activities have driven temperatures on the planet to rise, evaporating all surface water in its wake and causing extreme weather fronts. Many of the planet's native animal species are dwindling, the lack of water and food driving them toward extinction. In order to survive, one creature has undergone a remarkable change. This is Bovinesplereus. Despite their intimidating appearance, this species is incredibly gentle, preferring the company of others to solitude. Once found in sedimentary herds, this herbivorous species has become nomadic, relentlessly searching the dusty plains for food. Though their numbers have plummeted since mining operations began, Bovinesplereus continue to thrive in this new superheated environment, thanks to some clever adaptations. The sharp horns sported by the males were primarily used for complex mating displays, but the recent environmental changes have given them a new purpose. With water no longer readily available, male Bovinesplereus have adapted by using their horns to drill into the soil, encouraging groundwater to rise to the surface for drinking. Bovinesplereus live short lives and reproduce rapidly, which has led to an evolutionary change in gender appearance in the last decade. Female offspring of recent generations are born with horns of their own, removing their reliance on the males for water. In recent years, this adaptation has freed up valuable time, allowing herds to cover more ground in their increasingly desperate search for food. Though the mining operations within the Gandahani system have been devastating to the ecosystems of many of its planets, it has presented a unique opportunity for scientists to study the effects of large-scale mining on an ecosystem in real time. The subsequent studies released, detailing the devastation wreaked by the Korvax Mining Corporation, didn't go unnoticed. Animal rights activists have protested galaxy-wide on the unethical practices of the industrial mining complex and the barren waste they leave behind. As a result, significant funding has been granted to research a way of reducing the effect these operations have on planets in the future, utilizing newfound terraforming technologies to restore ecosystems to their natural state. The Korvax Mining Corporation continues to work closely with xenobiologists and ecologists, using their findings within Gandahani to reduce habitat destruction on all future projects. Gandahani remains a testament to the incredible resilience of nature and its adaptability in times of change. We hope you have enjoyed this episode of An Interloper's Guide, and we look forward to seeing you next time. As always, have fun, stay safe, and be curious.